What'd you think, buddy?
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the XTU S6 action camera. It's a budget action camera for only $90 right now on Amazon, so check the link in the description. And I'm going to take a look at what it sounds like, what it looks like above the surface, what it looks like underwater, how the battery life stacks up, and then I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison with an Akaso V50 Pro and a GoPro Hero 10. So let's check it out.
Looks like you hit this button right here to record. So I'll hit record. And it's recording in 4K. And I'm sure you can change that setting. See what it looks like. Beautiful fall weather out here. Just a little chill in the air. And the colors are really coming out right now. And there's a little pond right here. I'm going to try to catch a fish.
So that's what the camera looks like above the surface, and I think it looks pretty good. We're going to look at some underwater footage of this bass I caught next.
There we go. Stay on there. It's a bass. Barely hooked by the skin of his teeth. Uh-oh.
Alright, so here we go with image quality underwater. And this is that bass, probably like a 1 pound bass, little guy. It was pretty cloudy, but that gives you an idea of what it looks like when it's cloudy. And this was also a cloudy day at a different pond, and there were smallmouth bass in here. And here it is zoomed in 2.3x. Looks pretty good. And here it is zoomed in 5.6x. Looks really crisp. A little bit of graininess, but you can see everything that's going on. That bass was probably 10 feet away from the camera. So I was pretty happy with that result. Here's in some clearer water with sunlight and 3.4x zoom, largemouth bass. And this guy was just chilling. I snuck up on him, and then I set the camera down, and he came up right to the camera. I was really lucky to get that footage. And there's him swimming by. He comes by from the left, and then he hung out there for a minute, and just chilling. And then he swam back over to the reeds. And then this bluegill came up, and you can see the bait there. You can see everything really clearly. It's probably about 2 feet in front of the camera. So it also has this underwater mode, and this is what it looks like when it's on underwater mode. And man, the colors are so much better. It balances it out. It's cool that it has that feature. So that's definitely a bonus. Alright, so the camera definitely passed the battery test with flying colors. 2 hours and 5 minutes is how long the battery lasted. And that's longer than any other camera I've tested so far. So that was really impressive, and that'll really come in handy for underwater filming. Alright, here we go with the side-by-side comparison with the GoPro Hero 10, the Akaso V50 Pro, and the XTU S6. So the GoPro versus two budget action cameras. Let's start out with the audio.
So this is what the V50 Pro sounds like. This is what the XTU S6 sounds like. This is what the GoPro Hero 10 sounds like. And let's see what the video looks like. Alright, now all three of these are on 4K 30 frames per second.
Alright, so here we go with the GoPro Hero 10 on the left, the Akaso V50 Pro in the middle, and the XTU S6 on the right. And in my opinion, the GoPro is definitely the best. It's super stable, and the Akaso V50 Pro is kind of shaky and washed out.
Up and down a little bit.
And then on the right, the XTU S6 is somewhere in the middle. It's a little sharper than the V50 Pro and more stable. But the GoPro Hero 10, you got to keep in mind, that's 3 or 4 times the price. So it should look the best. And the XTU S6, for only being 90 bucks, it's pretty darn close to a GoPro. So I think that was a pretty good result for the S6. Alright, so here are the ratings I came up with for each category out of 100. And overall, it got an 88 out of 100. In my book, that's pretty darn good, especially for the price point. And if you're just starting out and you don't want to shell out all that money on a GoPro, you can't go wrong with the XTU S6. So if you enjoyed this camera review, you're really going to enjoy my last camera review. I looked at a lure fishing camera and I got some crazy footage. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more underwater videos. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.